AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
It's never too early for Lowe's Black Friday deals. Snag some of our biggest savings of the season right now, like 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees. And get yourself free select DeWalt, Cobalt, or Craftsman tools when you buy a select battery or combo kit before the Black Friday rush. Because everyone loves free stuff, right? Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/3 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
The USC Trojans have been making a massive effort to build that Trojan wall yet again around Los Angeles, keeping all Southern California recruits home. That has not changed for a pair of defensive backs from the local area. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up, Trojan family? Welcome to the USC LAFB show here on the LAFB network. I'm your host, Ryan Dyrud. Thank you, as always, for making this show a part of your day. If you have not already, please hit that like and subscribe button. We certainly appreciate it and helps us keep this thing growing. If you tuned in last night from the Dyrud Dojo after Wednesday practice, I broke down how USC is working very hard behind the scenes to potentially flip Mater Dei star receiver Caden Dixon-Wyatt from the grasp of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Nothing has happened or is imminent, but as I said in that video, things are trending and it is an actual possibility where nothing felt like even remotely close to happening a couple of months ago. So we will keep you posted on that and how that happens. But today I wanted to talk about two of Caden Dixon-Wyatt's teammates on the defensive side of the ball, and that is, of course, Danny Lang and Aaryn Washington, both defensive backs for the Elite Monarchs and playing in the playoffs, not as we speak right this second, but in the midst of a playoff run to see what Mater Dei can do. So Danny Lang is a kid that I think has been trending towards Ohio State, has been kind of at the forefront of his recruitment. USC has not gone away. USC has continued relentless pursuit. He was at the USC-Michigan game. Obviously, that was a huge game for recruiting, huge game for this season. He was also in attendance just last week at the downpour at the Collie against Iowa in a big win there. Now, Rivals and Adam Gorney just released some intel saying, quote, "He's favoring SC right now," a source said. "He talks a lot about SC now. Ohio State is still there, but he talks about SC a lot." So it certainly feels like USC is now in the driver's seat with Ohio State being right there and Oregon also lurking. The plan is, based on Adam Gorney's reporting, that Lang, after this Friday night's game, the Mater Dei that he will play, will head to Eugene to watch Oregon against USC. So I've said this a week ago or so. This is a home game for Oregon. They plan to host a lot of recruits. Now, so far their list is not as impressive as I would have thought. I don't mean that as a jab. It just isn't. However, some of the guys going, specifically a guy like Danny Lang, while this is a visit for Oregon, if USC can go into that environment, and even if they don't win, like I think they can win, and I'm getting them into my preview tomorrow. But even if they just hold their own, competitive, they look like a team to be reckoned with, like that is going to go a long way for even those recruits visiting the other school. That's the power you can have as the away team. You can kind of steal the spotlight. Now, if they go into Oregon and Eugene and win, I mean, that's a huge win that all those recruits will see them do. And that is why I've said all along, like, when you want to be a promoted program, you got to win every game at home, got to win every home game. You got to win every game you're favored in. And then if you're not favored, you got to steal one. So USC has won every game at home. They lost to Illinois, which they were favored in. That was the bad loss. They were road dogs at Notre Dame, and they're going to be road dogs at Oregon. If they can steal one of those, not only trending up for this season, but things trending up for the recruiting path. So Danny Lang, I think, is extremely underrated. Rivals has him. He's listed as a safety. I think he can play all over. He's a real versatile defensive back, as I've said all along, like Dan Lynn in the system. They view guys as defensive backs, not corners and safeties, until they're on campus and they can move and interchange guys and then get them set within their system. So recruited as a defensive back, but he's listed by Rivals as the 22nd ranked safety, just a 3-star by Rivals. 4-star by 24/7. They have him ranked as high as 9th. So I talked earlier in the week when I did the updated rankings for both 24/7 and 300, some big discrepancies there. This is one of those discrepancies, obviously seen in much better light by 24/7 than he is by Rivals. If you watch the kid play, if you've watched Mater Dei at all, kid's a baller. Kid is a baller. 6 foot, 160, 170. He would be a huge get for USC in a 27 class that is probably only going to take 4 defensive backs, 2 safeties, 2 corners, however you want to look at it, 4 total defensive backs. I've said all along, Duve Williams, I think, is going to be one of those. Honor Falave Johnson is trending right, so there's 2. Danny Lang could potentially be the 3rd, and he would be a great one at that. Has met now with Chad Bowden, got some individual time with him, so that relationship has been forged with not just Lang, but also his family. So once Bowden and his staff are highly involved, things tend to go well for USC recruiting. So we'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, Lang should be, we'll see if there's any update, obviously, depending on how his game goes tomorrow, but should be up in Eugene to watch the Trojans play. We'll call it like that. He's up in Eugene, but he's watching the Trojans play. Let's go with that. As far as Aaryn Washington is concerned, like Lang, he was at the USC-Michigan game, also trending in a right way. He just dropped his top 5, which includes Alabama, Nebraska, Ohio State, Washington, and USC. So him and Lang both big on Ohio State and USC, and then obviously Washington has a few other schools in the mix. He told our friend Scott just recently in an interview, I mean, it feels like home. It is home, but you just walk in and they just take care of you. Like you're good in there. It's just all around good. I just feel like we have a good relationship with them and we're comfortable around them. They're comfortable around us. It's home. So it kind of makes me think, why would I leave home? But then again, I got to keep my options open. So again, long ways away, 27. I don't expect Washington.
Whenever I need to send roses that are guaranteed to make someone's day, the only place I trust is 1-800-Flowers.com. With 1-800-Flowers, my friends and family always receive stunning, high-quality bouquets that they absolutely love. Right now, when you buy a dozen multicolored roses, 1-800-Flowers will double your bouquet to 2 dozen roses. To claim this special double roses offer, go to 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/WWO.
It's never too early for Lowe's Black Friday deals. Snag some of our biggest savings of the season right now, like 25% off select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees. And get yourself free select DeWalt, Cobalt, or Craftsman tools when you buy a select battery or combo kit before the Black Friday rush. Because everyone loves free stuff, right? Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 12/3 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Well, he's actually announcing his commitment on January 10th. So we still have well over a month of his recruitment going on. And then when he even commits in January, that's still a year almost until signing day the following December. So a ways to go for now. They have him listed as the Rivals, that is, has him listed as the 9th overall ranked corner. So, highly rated cornerback, 4-star. 24/7 has him as the 8th overall ranked. 9th was the Rivals industry ranking. 6 foot, 165 is what Rivals listed him as. So just another talented kid in this Mater Dei defense that has a lot of dominant players. So we'll see what the continuation is in that. We'll see if they are able to get him to a visit maybe for the final game against UCLA. I expect a massive list for this final game at the Coliseum next week when USC hosts UCLA for the Victory Bell game. It's kind of their last big opportunity, obviously, being the last game of the season. And an opportunity to have everyone in the LA area at the Coliseum for hopefully what is another opportunity to play into the playoff game if they win this game up in Eugene. Final note, Quentin Hale. So I talked last night, if they are able to get this flip for Caden Dixon-Wyatt, that is a massive receiver class for 2026. I don't think they'll need to push anyone out. I think that's one of the questions is, hey, if you get him to flip, are they going to kind of push one of their current commits out, whoever that may be? I don't think so because they will be losing a lot of receivers after this season due to eligibility, due to the NFL draft. And so they can take a big class in 26. They're not all going to develop at the same pace. You're going to have some guys that can play right away, some guys that are depth pieces, some guys that may not get to that level of playing ability until maybe their junior season. So they're going to develop differently in what they do. But that does mean I think 27, they're only going to take one, maybe two. I mean, like we've said, 15 to 20 players max in that class, 4 DBs, 1, maybe 2 receivers, is what I think. One of those high priority guys is Quentin Hale. And right now, USC and Alabama are kind of at the top of his recruiting. 4-star goes to Cathedral here in Los Angeles. And Texas A&M is another school to watch. He just visited Texas A&M, I believe, this past weekend. And I think he's going to Texas also to finish off the year. So a lot of competition for the young receiver, but I think this is one that USC will kind of set their sights on to be maybe their guy in this class. He's the 6th rated receiver by Rivals Industry Rankings 4-star, 16th by Rivals just their peer rankings, 7th by 24/7, so that gives you that 6th total for the rankings. So really talented kid, 6'3", 175, 180-ish, going to grow into that body more, so a lot of talent and a lot of size that they can add to that receiver room, which is obviously something great in this Big Ten conference. So there's the latest intel for you, latest update recruiting-wise. Like I said, tomorrow I will drop my full Oregon preview. Tim and the Madman did a great preview on the Call-In Show Wednesday night, so you can check that back. It's up on the channel here, so you can just rewatch that, but I'll have another breakdown of the preview tomorrow on Friday. And probably have another little Easter egg video out for you as well, leading up to this big 20:30 p.m. kickoff up in Eugene, CBS, USC, Oregon. Can't wait. Hit that like and subscribe, guys, button. That helps out a ton. Really appreciate it. But thank you, as always, for all the support and all the views and all the comments and all the love. And let's keep this thing growing. I'm Ryan Dyrud. As always, family, fight on. Hey, Trojan family, thank you so much for hanging out and watching the USC LAFB show. Before you go, let me tell you quickly about our friends over at Sleeper. Go right now, download the Sleeper app. It's the #1 sports app, not just for season-long fantasy, but they've got live pickers, they've got live stat updates, they've got a chat you can chat with other users, plus the daily pick'em, which is a blast, or daily fantasy, whatever you want to call it. You go and pick 2 to 8 players across any sports. If you're talking USC, go choose J.D. Mayav in his next matchup. Pick more or less passing yards, more or less touchdowns. You stack those, and you can win real money. When you go to make your first deposit, make sure you use our promo code USCLAFB. You're going to get a match deposit up to $100. Put in $100, you get $100 free to play with from Sleeper. Put in $10, they'll match you that $10, so now you're sitting at $20 to play with. But also, right now, for any new users, no deposit required. You get $20 free entry. You can stack both. You can get the $20 for free, go make a deposit, use USC LAFB, and now you've got a bunch of free money to play with right there on the Sleeper app. Check it out, Trojan family, and when you do, tell them the guys at the USC LAFB sent you.